What's up, everybody? This video is about the plan to reopen Phuket. It's the Thai government's plan, which has been called the Phuket Sandbox plan. I'm assuming you've already heard of this if you've found the video. I'm just making this video to say that this plan is a complete joke. It seems more like an ordeal than any holiday that I think any sane person would want to go on. And one of the things for me that's like the, the worst part of it is that the bars are not going to be open. You won't be able to go to any bars. I mean, that's part of the whole appeal of going there. I mean, it's to go bar hopping and have a great time. So any bars, any entertainment venues, I think they said. So no bars, no nightclubs, nothing like that. Nothing where there's going to be alcohol served. I think alcohol itself might even be banned. You might not even um, be able to buy alcohol at 7-Eleven there. And even if you could, even if they allow alcohol sales at stores, what are you going to do? Like drink, go back to your hotel room and just sit there? It just doesn't make any sense. Some people like me, they like to go to bars, and it's not even about you know getting a girl at a bar or anything like that. If you want to go there and get a girl, even under this horrible plan, you could probably just go on some app like Tinder or Thai Friendly or something like that and find a lot of girls to date or to spend time with, let's say, if you want. So it's not about the girls, it's just about, the experience of going to a bar and, maybe watching some sports or listening to live music or just being around other people and the feeling of things getting back to normal again. This Phuket uh, that's going to be that's going to be available during this over this plan. It's not the old Phuket. It's not the normal Phuket. It's the new normal Phuket. And it just seems absolutely absurd to me. This plan. Now, let's say you're a person who doesn't like to go to the bars. You're going for the beach. Well, it's not even a good season to go to the beach. It's a rainy season. When it's not raining, it's like miserably hot outside and unpleasant. So, if that still sounds good to you and you want to go, um, I'll just read what the requirements will be as they are understood right now. So, pre arrival, before you go there, you're going to need a vaccine certificate, no less than 14 days, but no later than 1 year before the travel date, with a vaccine registered with the MOPH or approved by the World Health Organization. You're going to need a valid visa, a certificate of entry issued by the Royal Thai Embassy or Consulate, a COVID-19 health insurance policy with a minimum coverage of US $100,000, a confirmation of booking for 14 nights in an SHA Plus certified accommodation, prepaid. So you can't just pick any old hotel. You can't go bargain hunting. And something tells me that these approved hotels are going to have, you know, jacked up prices. You need a medical certificate with an RT-PCR. You're going to need a COVID-19 negative test result issued no more than 72 hours before departure. So not only are you vaccinated, but you got to get tested before you leave your country. The duration of your stay in Phuket can be no less than 14 nights, but travelers must leave Phuket on or before the permit to stay date. All right, then when you arrive in Phuket, now remember, you've already gotten your COVID test before you left your country. When you arrive at the airport in Phuket, you are going to be screened and tested again. Then you're going to have to download the Thailand Plus application that's going to track your location wherever you go. Then you have to check in at the pre-booked hotel and stay there for no less than 14 days. You're not confined to the hotel like a quarantine, but that's where you're going to have to be. That's where you're going to be sleeping for 14 days. During your stay, on day 5, you're going to get another COVID test. So you got the test before you left your country. You get a test when you arrive at the airport, and then 5 days later, they're going to shove another cotton swab into your brain, basically. It's like if you've ever had one of these tests, it's just miserable. And you'll be tested again on day 5. Um, you can engage in tourism activities in SHA plus certified venues. So whatever they are, definitely, like I said, no bars. So whatever boring venues are certified. Um, what else? The operator of the accommodation establishment is required to report the name and list the status of all foreign guests to the provincial authority on a daily basis. Wow. Then, on your departure, for traveling from Phuket to other Thai destinations, so say you want to go to, I don't know, some other province, Koh Samui, or I don't know, maybe you got a girlfriend somewhere else in Thailand you might have to go see. Um, if you're going to travel to other Thai destinations, vaccinated international travelers are required to show a vaccine certificate and a medical certificate that they have tested negative for COVID-19. So you may have to get another, sounds like you have to get yet another COVID-19 test if you're going to go to another Thai province after your 14 days stay in Phuket. So that would be what? 4 COVID-19 tests within 2 weeks, something like that. Um, for traveling from Phuket to other countries, travelers are advised to follow the guidelines for whatever those countries are. Okay, so that's it, folks. I mean, this sounds absolutely miserable to me. I don't know what you think, but to me, this sounds really miserable, and I would not want to go there during this. I really think, unless you really have a really good reason to go there, I think everyone should just put off your plans. And I think if this reopening, this sandbox plan is a disaster, like if far less people come than they expect, then they're going to have to get reasonable about it, right? They're going to have to loosen up a little bit. I mean, 70% of the local population, I think 70% of the local population is vaccinated, and 100% of the tourists are vaccinated. So even if a vaccinated person can get COVID, being that there's such a large percentage of the population with the vaccine, it's not going to be an unmanageable problem. And remember, one thing that's similar about all vaccines is that they are 100% effective when it comes to 100% effective when it comes to preventing hospitalization and death. Okay, so that's pretty effective, right? Um, what else can I say? I don't know. This is not what I was hoping for, but hopefully things will return to normal soon. I'm going to keep updated on this story, the Phuket Sandbox, and maybe they'll change their mind and we can get back to normal circumstances soon. In any case, that's all for this video. Have a good one, and